And that's why a lot of people have bad body odor, because nobody's telling them.
And I'm sure you already know this, but there's a thing called nose blindness. And nose blindness is what keeps people from not knowing how they really smell.
Nose blindness is the reason a lot of people don't know they have body odor.
These tips that I'm about to give you, I guarantee you probably never heard them before. If you have, kudos to you, you're on top of the game. If you haven't, pay attention.
Let me talk to you for a second. Smelling good in 2024.
How to smell good as a man in 2024.
Before we begin with smelling good, we need to determine how you smell to other people. I know you don't care about nobody's validation, but you have to understand there's a thing, I'm sure you know about it. It's called nose blindness, right? Do you know about nose blindness? Well, if you don't, let me explain it to you. Nose blindness is when your scent receptors stop working, when your scent receptors burn out and you lose the ability to smell yourself.
I was talking to a friend the other day and I asked him, I was like, bro, how do you know you smell good? He was like, because I take a shower, I put on cologne, I put on deodorant.
It's not just about taking a shower and putting on cologne and putting on deodorant. No. It's an art now. It's an art form. It's a statement of who you are. It speaks for you when you walk in the room. It's a courtesy to the people around you.
It's very important to know what other people think you smell like, because your odor is not just determined by you taking a shower, by you, the cologne you put on, the clothes you wear. Yeah, it plays a big part. Don't get it twisted. Always do those things. One part that we overlook is that your odor is influenced
by your diet, lifestyle, hygiene, your genetics, and that can affect the kind of fragrance you put on.
So how do you know what you smell like?
The best way to combat that nose blindness is by getting some coffee beans.
Grab some coffee beans and take a big sniff. It will clear out your receptors after you take out that sniff, and then smell yourself.
Now you know exactly what you smell like.
Now, before we dive into making you smell amazing, it's crucial to understand that as we age, the microbiome on our skin changes. So your skin automatically starts producing its own odor.
Have you ever noticed, like, when you go to your grandparents' house, you go to visit them, they have a certain kind of smell? Well, here's why, all right? It's not because they're dirty, they're skipping baths. Why would you even think that? It's not because they have poor hygiene. It's actually because of the microbiome on their skin. It's changing as they age, and it has a different kind of smell. And that smell is called your nonenal. Your nonenal is an odor compound that's behind what people call old people smell.
So our body odor is changing as we get older. That's why babies smell different from children. Children smell different from teenagers. Teenagers smell different from 30-year-olds, and 30-year-olds smell different from 40-year-olds. Your body naturally produces its own smell as you age.
Listen, the nonenal is not a bad hygiene thing, right? But if you want to combat that odor, you have to overcompensate with extra hygiene. And when I say extra hygiene, I mean focus on the 4 main areas.
Your feet, your groin, your butt, and your underarms. Why? Because they produce the most foulest odor.
Add an extra 30 to 60 seconds on those parts. And of course, make sure you wash your hair and your scalp on a regular.
Your do-rags. Washing your do-rags, washing your wave cap, washing the bonnets. You wear a lot of hats. Make sure you keep your hats clean.
Like I said, the most important body parts to wash are your underarms, your groin, your feet, and your butt. If you don't know how to wash those parts, I won't get too deep into it. The most effective way that you can clean 3 out of 4 of these parts at the same time is by sitting in some apple cider vinegar for 5 to 10 minutes. And what does that do? Bro, that's gonna kill all the harmful bacteria, the fungi, but the odor, the bacteria and the fungi will cause the infections. And then on top of that, it's gonna balance your skin's pH. So it's very important to do that before you get intimate. 99% of vaginal issues come from the penis, but we're not here for that. So after you do that, you wanna take a separate rag and a gentle non-fragrance cleanser for your groin and your butt. Another sleeper that people overlook when it comes to smelling good is washing their clothes. Bruh, unfortunately, we don't get to walk around naked. So we have to have an extra layer of clothes to keep clean and smelling good also.
Yeah, people mess up when it comes to washing clothes. Too much detergent, or they don't put enough things. Second, if you're washing on cold, that's not gonna cut it, especially for the sweaty stuff.
Do you use cold water to wash your face?
Third, stuff in your machine like a burrito. Don't mix your clothes. Don't mix the color with the whites. Separate them. Use the bleach and the detergent to wash the white clothes, and you use just the detergent to wash the color clothes.
Leaving your clothes in the washer to build up mildew. Once in a while, you have to wash your washer. or it's gonna repay you by making your clothes stink. I would hate for you to take a shower, make your body smell real good, and then you take clothes out of the washer or dryer and it has its own odor that is stronger than any kind of fragrance or cologne that you have on. Proper washing of clothes is very important to smelling good.
Because all of the clothes are different and they require different kinds of care. You can literally take a picture of the tags of your clothes, and if you have an iPhone, your phone will tell you how to take care of your clothes. Use technology, don't let it use you. Thank you for tuning into this channel. Stay tuned for the next video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. My name is Denwarren Tafa. Fashion is my passion, and I'm about that action.